I played over in my mind a lot afterwards was when I had to stake the guy on the table, and I was really scared of missing my mark and hurting him. Like, like I had to go full power, but I'm scared. I was scared of hurting him.
Sorry, what does your t-shirt mean? Keep it in the drafts. What does that
Keep it
mean?
in the draft. So if you have something to say, maybe that's so not nice.
Oh, the
keep it in
drafts.
draft.
Social media. So you can publish stuff or you can put it in your draft so it doesn't get published.
Got it.
So basically, you
Yeah.
should not say that out loud. Keep
Got
that in the
it. Got
draft.
it. Okay.
Sorry, don't use that against your time. We were trying to figure something out.
Yeah,
Sorry.
go ahead.
No, you're all good. You're all good. This movie does not hold back when it comes to blood. Was there any moment on set that made you squeamish, and why did it make you feel that type of way?
Yes, because I had to wear a muzzle after my face gets blown off.
But that's one of
And
my
then,
favorite parts is when you dance with it while it's flapping in the
Ugh.
wind.
Yeah, well, it made me squeamish because I had to have a bunch of fake blood in my mouth. And that was not a lovely experience, but it also just sticks to the story of that you get when you make a film like this. And it's a battle scar I'll wear proudly.
Sitting in the hair and makeup trailer and having all of that put on and the special effects and special effects makeup is always intense. But then after, I don't know, hour 6 or 7, you like kind of forget that it's on. And it isn't until you like catch a reflection of yourself somewhere that you're like, oh God, this is not okay. There was one time that happened. There was another time where I was getting a FaceTime from my mom and I went and like forgot I had it on until I like saw myself and was like, I can't pick up this call right now. It definitely like, it's very jarring and it's so realistic that it definitely makes you a little squeamish.
Seeing him in the full, right? With the fingers and the fangs and the all of that. That wasn't pretty. That was that made the stomach turn for sure. That the hair and makeup really did a number of that. Yeah,
incredible that team. Mark Fontaine and his team, just
special effects,
capable of all sorts. But what's messed up is they kind of, for injuries and things, they will look at real life reference pictures.
Oh yeah.
And I think they just forget that that we haven't seen them images when we're rocking up into the trailer, and there's all sorts of like really harrowing pictorials,
sores
just
and
stuck up around the place. You think, guys, man, like there needs to be a trigger warning on this door.
You'd step in there and the walls were just covered with the most amazing references, and there were a lot of animalistic animal references when it came to the makeup and the goriness and the blood of it all, which was so fascinating because that's not necessarily where your mind might go to begin with when you're thinking of it, but they really brought an element to life that was very unique for all of that for these characters.
Yeah, but they'll have like the most like pop music playing in the room. Like this is just like a casual like we're having coffee. It's like, wait, no, I'm disturbed, please.
No, there was nothing that was squeamish. I'm gonna flip it on its head and say to you, there was one moment that was, without giving the plot away, where one of the characters is dying and there's a lot of blood emanating, coming from the body. But the way that Ryan filmed it was very, very lovingly. And rather than, even though it was a death scene, it was really, really moving. And even though there was blood in the scene, the blood was not the point, because what I ended up taking from it, the emotional import, the relationship between these two particular characters, even though one character is dying. So it was not squeamish, it was something that I really appreciated as an audience. I was in the scene, but I got to watch, I got to see what was happening with these two characters. I just don't want to give away what was actually happening. So.
Yeah, 100%. And I think I get you there. I think I got a bit emotional when I saw that bit too. So I was.
Oh, you know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
Yes. Yeah.
Not squeamish per se. The blood is just sticky and icky and like really kind of like uncomfortable. But I guess the moment that I felt like I played over in my mind a lot afterwards was when I had to stake the guy
on the table, and I was really scared of missing my mark and hurting him. Like, you know, like I had to go full power, but I'm scared. I was scared of hurting him.
Well, that's really sweet.
I still feel a bit anxious about it, to be honest.
I could imagine, like, what would happen if you did miss that mark? Like,
I know. Everyone was like, he's a stunt guy, it's fine. I was like, but what happens if it slips that way or that way? I feel like it would be really dangerous. But I'm a safety Susie. Like I've seen far too many accidents on set that I get really like in my head about it.
yeah. Surely there's some kind of combo if that does happen.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, jumping into your character of Annie, Annie represents a community that's deeply rooted in hoodoo, and that's what really drew me to your character. What was it like preparing for that role with such spiritual significance?
I mean, it was a profound experience for me because I knew nothing about hoodoo, and hoodoo is from the Yoruba religion of Ifa, and I'm a Yoruba woman and I didn't know anything about it. So now I'm learning about Annie and learning about, you know, this spiritual life and this traditional wisdom and medicines and this healing, this conjure woman, this priestess. And whilst learning about her, I'm now learning about my ancestry and how that connects. So I feel like I found a little piece of myself within her that I didn't know existed, and I feel like I've taken that within me, and I feel connected to my ancestry in a way that I didn't before. It was quite a beautiful experience learning her. And she just, the way she moves, the way she holds herself, the way she's so in tune with her power and her purpose, how she moves utterly with love and trust. That was something that I felt like was really attractive and inspiring. It's something I'm like, oh, I now sometimes think to myself, what would Annie do? Like, what would Annie do? Like, move with purpose and love and power.
As she should. She knew what to do. She knew what to do.
She did.
And there's so many elements to Sinners. Like, there's so many storylines. You've got the supernatural aspect, the setting of the Jim Crow era, racial tensions, and the roots of blues music. Did you find any difficulties trying to balance all of these themes on set and through your characters?
I suppose yes, but it was a lot to there was a lot to it. It was like multifaceted. Like I've never sung for a role or danced for a role, you know. So
Really, this was your first time
singing and dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was living my best musical theatre life.
Wow.
On this one, man, it was yeah.
You did it like you just, yes, because you did it like you do this every day.
Yeah,
you just was doing the jig and singing and just, I was like, oh, this is his thing.
No, man, first bash.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good on you.
But same with you, right? Did you?
I mean, I grew up in musical theater, but this is the first time getting to do this in a long time.
Right.
In a long
movie.
time. Oh, first time in a movie for sure. Yeah.
No, I had the same thing. I thought this was just your everyday business.
No.
And I'm just going to be a little bit cheeky and throw it back a second to your Pitch Perfect days. Now, there's a scene in particular that has gone viral in Pitch Perfect 2 regarding where Emily cooks the riff off. And now it's become a meme on TikTok. Kind of like resemblance of like people getting secondhand embarrassment while watching the scene. How does it feel for that scene to go so viral for that iconic reason?
Oh my God. I mean, I had no idea. That's hilarious. I always think it's wild and funny to see what the internet picks up on and at what time. It's always crazy too when it's something that happened so long ago and somehow it worked its way back into the universe. But listen, any life that it wants to take on, I'm here for it.
Going back to all the spiritual and the supernatural kind of build up in Sinners, when I was watching that part where they come to the big reveal of when Annie identifies what they are, it was very reminiscent of my personal supernatural experiences. Have you had any supernatural experiences of your own, and have any of them stuck out to you?
Wait, I want to hear about yours. Tell me.
Oh, you know. I'll probably like get sent to a loony bin, but I swear I was exercised when I was in grade 6 because I felt like biting my own flesh off.
What?
Yeah, I was
That's
like year 6. So
crazy,
I was
Doc.
like 10, not 10, maybe younger than 10. So
Wow. Wow.
yeah.
I feel like I felt very in tune with Annie, and I was getting a lot of messages and dreams that I would pass on to everyone on the set. But that was the closest to that kind of, like, I don't know, like I felt like I would do I wanted to do tarot and all that stuff, but I don't know if there's anything more like as dramatic as yours. That's but I feel like my messages were pretty on point.
No, go ahead, Lou.
No, I can't say I have.
I have.
I
I've
have
had
also.
some frightening supernatural experiences, and I've also had some wonderful God-filled supernatural experiences that have taken place in church, in nature, and beyond. And I've had some terrible night terrors that have taken place in the house. I remember, that were very disturbing. But yeah, so I think that the unknown, or if you want to call it unknown, you need to get right with the Lord, get your faith right. Because it is very clear that there is more going on than what meets the eye in this world.
All day long.
Oh, I got a lot, but we ain't got time. But I got a lot of them.
I do believe.
Yeah,
I do believe.
there's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot
Does
of
anyone
times where I
stick out to
can.
you?
Well, this is what I'll say. There's a lot of times where I can meet a person. It doesn't happen like with every person I meet, but there's some times where I can meet a person, and there's just spirit to spirit, and it goes, wait a minute, or like danger or safety, right? Doesn't happen with everybody that I interact with, but on the particular moments where that stands out, those are freaky.
I had one a long, long time ago. A sort of like ghost encounter. But I've heard some wild stories from people and even castmates on this movie. We spent a lot of time, we filmed this in New Orleans. And there were, some castmates would literally come to work in the morning and talk about like something that they like felt or saw on their way home from work the night before. That's a city that sort of really leans into that and sort of celebrates that energy almost. So it's out there. I do believe it's out there.
While I have not necessarily had frightening, I have had spiritual experiences, and it always leads me to an awareness of just what Omar said, which is there's more to this world than us. Mm-hmm. There are other realities, and frankly, I want to connect with those other realities because that makes me feel bigger, larger as a human being on this planet. And it also gives me faith and hope. And we all need faith.
Yeah, we all need hope.
We all need faith and we all need hope. Especially now.
Yeah, yeah.
We're feeling it all the way from Australia. So
Yeah. Where in Australia are you?
I'm from Sydney.
Ah, okay.
And we're getting our election coming up. So we're next.
Well, learn from us.
Or don't learn from us.
No, learn from us. Learn from us on what not to do.
Oh, on what not to do.
Learn from us.
What not to do. Amen.